Welcome back. It's the biggest snowstorm of the season thus far. Our crews are out this morning tracking conditions for you.
Yeah, busy Monday morning for sure. Monroe County has issued a no unnecessary travel advisory. That is true in Ontario County as well. And as you see, lots of closings going along the ticker at this hour. Ariqueta Cost is live in the elements with more on what you need to know. Ariqueta, good morning.
Good morning, Mark. So I want to show you a few things. The first thing you'll notice heading out today is the wind. Just take a look at these flags. They were whipping back and forth, and the wind is really going to be fierce, especially with the snow, kind of a sleet. It's going to hit your face, and it really does hurt a bit, and that's definitely something that I've noticed this morning. Also, the roads right here. We are on East Ave, and the roads are definitely a lot better than 5 a.m. A little more snow covered here than on South Winton over at this intersection where you can see there is a car right now that has just got stuck. So that is a very real problem you're going to want to keep in mind just heading out, making sure you have good snow tires, making sure you are sticking to main roads and less of those side streets just to be safe, and giving yourself a lot of time, making sure you are considerate to other cars around you and plows, as there are a lot of plows out here today, and overall just making sure you are staying home if you can. And if you can't stay home, we completely understand. Of course, we'll be out here bringing you all the updates in real time as we get them. Mark and Ellie.
Well, I'll say a lot going on in that live shot right there. You had a fire truck, and it was great to see a good Samaritan there helping the other guy dig out. Ariqueta, thank you. Hey, according to the National Weather Service, this winter snow warning in the region is in effect until 7 o'clock tonight.
Monroe County Executive Adam Bello issuing a travel advisory until further notice. He, along with other local leaders, are asking residents to again limit travel unless necessary and urgent. Bello saying, quote, "Our Office of Emergency Management will monitor the changing weather and road conditions throughout the storm. If you do not need to travel, please stay home so our local and state government partners can safely and effectively respond to this storm."
Our team coverage continuing now with meteorologist Christine Gregory, who is on the west side at this hour. Christine, what are the conditions like where you are?
Yeah, well, it's pretty easy to see, very wintry out here. You've got the snow going on, you've got some of the sleet as well, and the wind is blowing. So definitely not the prettiest feel to be outside right now. We're starting to see a little bit of that traffic pickup. I know this has been really the story all morning. It's just the conditions of the roadways, and depending on where you are, you've got a little bit more coverage of snow than others. But, I don't want you to go outside this morning in your car and think it's going to take one, glide by with the plows to get rid of the snow, because you can still see just how much they're still covered, and especially those on-ramps. And when you pull into places like businesses with their parking lots, and you kind of have to run over a lot of that extra snow, I mean, we've got several inches on the ground in place, so it's definitely going to be a bit more of a slower go. You'll definitely want to take it easy. We will be plowing pretty much all day long, as we still anticipate several inches of snow to fall. You can see the snowbank behind me, pretty much almost as tall as I am. So we've got the plows going, we've got the shovels going, but make sure you're staying safe out there. And if you don't have to travel, definitely maybe just stay inside. As you can see, definitely not the prettiest day to be in Western New York, but if you love the snow, we got it right here for you. Back to you guys in the studio.
Christine, thank you so much. Stay safe out there. What a large snowbank, too.
Yeah.
Of course, for a live look at the forecast any time of the day, you can download the News 8 app right to your smartphone.
James, we saw some of those cars whizzing by in her live shot. Not wise in these conditions.
No, and here's the thing. You may be the best driver in winter. You may have the best tires in the world, but the guy or girl behind you and the guy or girl in front of you may not. So we have to watch out for those other drivers as well. Understand that we're all getting through this morning together as we deal with those impacts. So this morning, the morning drive, most roads are completely snow covered. I think the main roads should certainly improve better than some of those side and back roads. This evening, I think all roads start to improve as the storm system lifts out of the area. And then it's looking like, as of right now, still some lingering snow showers by Tuesday morning. But for the most part, the roads may be snow covered, but they should be easily traveled at that point. Mark?
All right, James, thank you. Hey, we mentioned the roads. We've been talking about it all morning. Let's get an update on accidents out there. One in Greece, 390 North at West Ridge Road. The off-ramp there partially blocked, so do take note if you're in that area. We have another at this hour in Rochester. It's 490 East at Mount Read Boulevard as you take a live view of 390 by the airport by Brooks Avenue.
Turning now to news, a man arrested after a police chase over the weekend has been charged in connection with a triple shooting from last week involving a 3-year-old child.
This is a story we reported on heavily last week. Police say 23-year-old Richard Burchard Lopez tried to get away from police but crashed into a tree and was taken into custody on Garson Avenue in Rochester. Burchard Lopez is facing several charges, including assault and criminal possession of a weapon. Police also arrested Anthony Quinones after he tried, they say, to flee the scene on foot. Investigators say he fired a handgun at officers. No one was hit. An arraignment date for both men has yet to be set.
Today is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The federal holiday acknowledges the birthday of the civil rights activist, which is January 15th. When the holiday was signed into law in 1983 by President Ronald Reagan, he said the day would be celebrated on the third Monday of January. Reverend King was shot and killed in Memphis, Tennessee in 1968.
Let's get a look at the GRE Morning Business Report now. Holiday shoppers curbing their spending at the end of the year. According to the Commerce Department, retail sales fell 1.9% in December. That was worse rather than analysts expected. The drop came as consumers dealt with higher inflation and the spread of the Omicron variant nationwide.
According to the Treasury Department, the budget deficit fell to $21 billion. That's the smallest monthly shortfall in almost 2 years. The budget improved thanks to an increase in taxes from individuals and corporations.
Well, obviously, big focus on what's going on outside on this Monday with good reason. We're in the middle of a snowstorm, James.
Yeah, we are certainly in the thick of it right now, getting a little bit of a break as we're starting to see some drier air moving, but a little bit of a break just means it's light snow. We've got moderate to heavy snow that will pick up over the next few hours. We have anywhere from 6 inches to a foot on the ground, and we're probably going to add another 6 to 10 inches or so, likely finishing with over a foot. The record is 9 inches of snow for today. It will likely be broken. So call it a record of a snowstorm. We haven't seen this much snow in one period of time since early 2019. So a lot of times I think people say pre or post-pandemic. This is pre-pandemic since we've had a snowfall like this. So it's been quite a long time. So we are, I think, getting used to some heavy snow across the region.
All right, James, thank you so much, and thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update is coming up in 30 minutes. We'll keep you up to speed this morning. In the meantime, CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great and safe day.